Nouhaus's ERGOFlip mesh computer chair. It comes in 4 colors, black, gray, red, blue, and has an MSRP of $280 USD. But will it work for you? Let's find out. What's up everyone, Eric here, and welcome to Hardware for Gamers. For those of you who are new to the channel, I normally review and test PC cases, CPU coolers, and PC case fans. But this video will be a bit different since I'll be giving an overview and a 1-month review on this ERGOFlip computer chair. Now, just to have full disclosure, I did reach out to Nouhaus about getting a chair to review, but their requirements and or mandatory list thing was really not cool to me. They were needing me to do certain things which I did not want to do. So rather than getting the chair through Nouhaus, I just went out and bought it myself. So this means, as always, all the opinions expressed in this video are mine. Now, the reason I'm wanting or actually needing a new office chair is my old gaming racing chair was actually shearing itself apart. I'm not exactly sure how or why this was happening, but I definitely needed a new chair. Okay, starting off the overview of this Nouhaus ERGOFlip. When you get the chair, it comes in a large box and it's in pieces, so you will need to assemble the chair yourself. It's really easy to assemble. It took my daughter and I about 10-ish minutes to fully build it. Now, I may have been able to build it myself in 5-ish minutes, but the kid wanted to help out. Moving on to the construction of the chair, meaning the materials used in the chair. The frame of the chair is plastic. They likely did this for cost savings, for both the cost of the chair itself and for shipping. Now, it's not cheap plastic. The plastic does feel strong and durable. The frame seems well designed, and that's for both structural and cosmetic. And yes, I understand that the look of the chair is completely subjective, so some people may not like the way this chair looks, but for me personally, I do. It does come with a neck/headrest, and it is adjustable for both height and tilt. The armrests of the ERGOFlip are a bit, let's say, unique, and this is because the arms are mounted to the back of the chair and can fold or flip up, hence the name ERGOFlip. The padding on the armrest feels pretty good. When the padding is pressed down and you're leaning on it, there are no weird pointy bits jabbing you, which I've had that issue in the past with cheap office chairs. Now, there is a downside to these armrests. There are no adjustments for height or depth. It's kind of just what it is. So if these armrests don't suit you, there's not much you can really do about it. Moving on to the mesh. The mesh isn't what I expected it to be, and I'm not really sure what it's made out of, but it has a very plasticky feel to it. It kind of reminds me of a nylon strap in the way it feels. Something else I wanted to bring up is the color of the mesh. If you compare some of the pictures on the listings or even the pictures on the box the chair comes in to the chair itself, there is a substantial color difference. Now, I'm not sure what the gray and red mesh look like, but this blue mesh has black strands mixed in with the blue strands, meaning it's not as blue as the picture indicates. Now, the mechanism and cylinder are both steel. The mechanism has a 135-degree tilt, along with the ability to lock it, so you can lock the tilt anywhere within that range. There is also a tilt tension adjustment on the chair, so if you find that it takes too much weight to tilt the chair back, it can be adjusted. Now, for the cylinder, there is height adjustment, so the seat can be adjusted between 48.5 and 55.9 centimeters. And for you Americans, that's 19.1 inches to 22 inches, something in around there. Finally, the base. It is made out of aluminum and is the typical 5-point style. Nouhaus does provide 2 sets of casters, a regular caster set and a set of inline skate casters. I opted to install the inline skate casters because why not? And that's the overview of Nouhaus's ERGOFlip mesh computer chair. Now, for my impressions of this chair, and I want to make this very clear, these are my thoughts of the chair based off of my height and weight. So I guess actually going through my height and weight might help you understand some of this. I am 178 centimeters tall and weigh 78 kilograms. And I'm 39. Holy shit, I'm 39 years old.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
and I sit in front of a computer for 8+ hours a day. So with that being said, this chair is extremely comfortable to sit in for long periods of time. I don't have any issues with pinch points or the frame poking me or anything like that, which I have heard is an issue with these mesh chairs, but I don't get any of that when sitting in this chair. Again, I don't get any of that when sitting in this chair. Now, that's not to say that there aren't some minor issues with the mesh. This mesh is very clingy, so there's a really good chance you'll be needing to do the Picard adjustment a lot when sitting in this chair. Also, the mesh is really rough on bare skin, so if you like wearing shorts or you're like me and actually like sit cross-legged, your skin will get really irritated really quickly. Another small nitpick is the tilt angle feels a little short. I feel something like 145-degree tilt would have been better for me personally, but I guess I do understand that this is an office chair, so 135-degree tilt makes a little bit more sense because you don't want people falling asleep at work. Maybe that's their logic, I'm not really sure. Now, even with these small issues, I really do feel like this chair was made for me. Now, I don't necessarily mean me when I say me, but I mean someone who's 175-ish centimeters tall and 78-ish kilos. And let me explain what I mean by this. With the seat in its lowest position, my feet are flat on the floor. But if you were to say be 170 centimeters tall, your feet would be like floating in the wind, which I would think would be horribly uncomfortable to sit there like that for long periods of time. There's also a similar issue with the neck/headrest. For me, it's at the highest level and it actually cradles my head and neck perfectly. Now, if you were shorter than me, you can just adjust the headrest down and you should be fine. But if you're like 185 centimeters tall, this thing's gonna be supporting just your neck, which again, I would think would be horribly uncomfortable. So if you are like me and you're 178-ish centimeters tall and weigh 80-ish kilos or so, this is a really nice chair for the price. But if you don't fit into that very, very small demographic of people, I'm not sure if this is the chair for you. Now, I understand chairs are super subjective and everybody has different shaped bodies. So the compatibility with this chair may not be as rigid as I'm saying it is, but this is how I feel or what I've noticed with this chair. Now, I'm also going to try to get my wife to sit in this chair and get her opinion on the chair, quick kind of stuff. So let's see how that goes. So yeah, the wife didn't want to be on camera, but I did get her to sit in the chair, and her first words when sitting on the chair were, "Oh, this chair is for tall people." And it's because her toes were barely able to touch the ground when sitting in the chair. Now, she is only 160 centimeters or 5'3", I think is what that works out to be, for a reference. So if you are that short, you aren't touching the floor comfortably. Now again, after saying that, she did try to adjust the chair, and then I had to tell her that no, it's at its lowest point. And she just gives me a look of like, WTF? So that was kind of funny. Now, she did think of something I didn't, and that's to actually use a footstool if you're shorter. And she did think the mesh was comfortable. She thought if she had a footstool, she could probably sit there for a long period of time with little to no issues. So if you are shorter and you were thinking of buying this computer chair, you may also want to buy a footstool. Now, obviously that will increase the price of the whole sitting system or whatever you want to call it. But like, it is a comfortable chair. It's just high or tall, so it's a bit strange. Well, that's all I got for this one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're still watching, maybe hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. Please follow me on Twitter at HFG_YT. I also have a Discord server. The link is in the description below. It is completely free to join. I post all my charts of my CPU cooling and case testing up on there. You might want to check out these videos. They're probably going to be nothing along the lines of what this video was, but they should be good, entertaining videos, educational type stuff. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you next time.